What up guys, it's 3 Pedal Devils. Today I'm going to be replacing the clutch on my DRZ because last season I blew it out. So I went ahead and purchased a Barnett Dirt Digger Clutch kit, and we're going to be swapping it in my DRZ today. Alright, the first thing I went ahead and did is, because it's a DRZ, I just put it on its side. That way I have easier access to this part, and you can do that. You just turn off the petcock and nothing really leaks, and it makes everything much easier overall. Also, you don't really have to drain your oil this way, so that's what I did. And then next is you're going to be taking out all of these bolts around here, and I numbered them because they're different lengths, so I want to make sure I put the bolts in the correct location when I'm putting it back together. Also note, there's a hidden one underneath here that's going to be difficult to get to. Yeah, so I'm going to start doing that now. Alright, we got these all removed now, so this should just slide out. Hold on, one second. I would advise removing the brake lever. Alright, we're removing the brake lever now. Alright, the cover's off now, so we just have to take these six off, and they're just a 5mm.
And once we got that bolt out, you can kind of pull the lever up and get just enough room to get the cover out of there.
Yeah.
I would hold you in my arms and you would say to me, yeah. As you drove your body, you would say to me.
Alright, so we took the cover off and then we removed all these plates.
They're in reverse order right now.
Yeah. There's still a lot of material on them. They just there's a lot of hot spots and look like they're burnt out on some parts.
Some of them are definitely better than the others.
Yeah. So we're gonna go soak the new plates in oil for 1 to 3 minutes, because that's what Barnett recommends. Alright, we got these soaking for 1 to 3 minutes now, and then we'll pull them out. We'll dry them off lightly.
They just want to wipe down, basically.
Yeah, so they're not soaking wet, and then we'll layer them back in. So now we're going to start drying them off, and then he's going to hand them to me. But first I'm going to show you, on DRZs at least, the first clutch plate is a little bit thinner than the rest of them.
It's harder to tell on the Barnett clutch, it seems like, but...
Yeah. But that one goes in first.
You can see the pads are slightly not quite as big.
Yeah. Alright, we got them all layered in now. You want to be careful that when you're drying them off that you don't get any lint or anything from the towel on there. And then now I'm going to put this piece back on with one hand. Okay, that's nice in there. And then the kit I bought comes with new springs, so we're gonna swap out these old ones with these new springs. those are all tightened down now. While I was doing that, Max cleaned the gasket and made sure it wasn't going to leak at all.
I lubed it.
And he lubed it up now, and we're going to put that back on.
Thankfully it's an O-ring, so we can just reuse it.
Yeah. What you doing, guy?
Finally rebuilt the brake master cylinder and throw her on.
Nice.
So this is a little bit of RTV. It's like 3 bonds we'll use on Subarus. But, so this O-ring is expanded just from probably being soaked in oil for so long. It's bike's an 03, and who knows, it's probably the original clutch, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, probably.
So, oil and gas and stuff gets in there, and the rubber soaks it up and expands. So what I did is I made one cut, so it was already connected here. It was connected up to here, and I cut it right there. Then on this side, it was way long. It was overlapped like that. So then I cut out the extra section. So now it butts up real nice right there when you put it in the groove. And what I'm gonna do, we can always swap this later. If it holds oil, then I mean, there's no really reason to take it back off. But I'm just gonna put a little dab RTV right there. And I lined it up perfectly with this bolt hole. So that way we can go over to the actual case and put a little bit right here too. So hopefully it'll seal up. That's why we did it at the top too, so it's not fully submerged in oil all the time. It shouldn't be, I wouldn't think. So I'm just gonna put a little bit like that. Just gonna go over to the case real quick. Just we'll do. That's probably all we're gonna need right there. Now we can throw this cover on. Right there. Throw the bolts in. Get them started so it doesn't move around too much. Put the brake back together and fill with oil. She should be ready to rip.
Yeah.
Tater chip.
Work. Alright, now that the clutch is installed, I took the bike back over, topped the bike off with some oil. You may have to mess with the clutch cables a little bit to make sure it engages at the correct point, but you should be okay. And then I took it for a short drive around the neighborhood to see how it felt. Didn't go too hard on it yet, just because you got to break it in first. And you see me, I'm popping up a couple wheelies here just to see how it engages when I put it under a lot of load. And I had absolutely no problems. It gripped way harder than the stock clutch or whatever the clutch I had before. And it felt really good overall. Definitely recommend this clutch. It's a beaut. It should last forever. You can take it off-roading or just use it for the streets. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.